Stop for a moment and breathe. Yes, truly breathe, not in the rushed, mechanical way we've grown used to, but with presence, with intention, as if that simple act could open the door to another level of existence. Now let me ask you a deep question. What if I told you that the key to transforming your mind, healing your body, and rewriting your destiny has always been right under your nose, and no one ever told you? This is not a metaphor. What I'm going to reveal in this video is knowledge that ancient cultures guarded closely, a breathing technique considered so powerful, so transformative, that it was only passed down to advanced disciples, those ready to awaken their inner sovereignty. In today's noisy world, where stress, haste, and distraction dominate, we've become disconnected from our most fundamental tool for regulating our vital energy, conscious breathing. We were taught to look outside ourselves, in expensive therapies, external formulas, and empty promises, when the supreme alchemy lies within, in each inhale and exhale. Today, science is beginning to timidly confirm what Taoist sages, Indian yogis, and shamans of ancient civilizations already knew without laboratories or brain scans. The way we breathe not only nourishes our lungs, it regulates the nervous system, harmonizes the brain, strengthens the heart, and awakens the inner radar that shapes our reality. In this video, we will unveil the knowledge hidden in plain sight, the mystery of the vagus nerve and how to activate it, the hidden role of CO2, the forgotten hero of your body, the 4-7-8 breathing technique, the master key to synchronizing body, mind and spirit, and how mastering your breath can activate your brain's reticular activating system to consciously attract the experiences you desire. This is not just theory. I'll give you real examples, vivid metaphors, and applicable practices that will allow you to begin experiencing today the power that awakens when you breathe with awareness and focus. Because when you master your breath, you don't just oxygenate your body, and you reprogram your life. So take a deep breath, open your mind, and join me. What you're about to discover may transform the way you live. Since the dawn of human consciousness, sages, mystics, and alchemists across cultures have intuited something modern science is only beginning to uncover. Breathing is not just a biological process. It is a sacred act, a bridge between matter and spirit. In ancient Egypt, the temple priests of Karnak and Luxor practiced advanced rhythmic breathing techniques. During rituals to connect with the gods, they believed the breath of life, what the Egyptians called K, was nothing more than vital energy absorbed and circulated through conscious breathing. In India, the Vedic rishis taught the art of pranayama, a discipline that considers breath as prana, the cosmic energy sustaining all life forms. Through mastering prana, they didn't just strengthen their bodies and minds, they awakened higher states of consciousness, reaching realms of perception beyond rational understanding. Taoism in China was no different. Ancient Qigong and internal alchemy practitioners used deep, silent breathing to accumulate and refine their qi, the life energy flowing through the body's meridians. To them, each conscious breath was a step in building the immortal body, an energetic entity surviving beyond flesh and bone. Even in traditions closer to us, such as Christian mysticism, we find the notion of divine inspiration not as a metaphor, but as the belief that, in deep prayer and calm breathing, the human soul could literally be infused with divine wisdom and love. What are all these traditions, separated by thousands of kilometers and centuries of history, trying to tell us? That breath control was seen as a sacred art, an instrument of power, health, longevity, and spiritual expansion. And yet, at some point in our recent history, this wisdom was forgotten. With the advance of industrialization, the frantic pace of modern life, and our growing disconnection from the body, conscious breathing was relegated to the forgotten corners of human knowledge. We breathe to survive, but we don't breathe to fully live. Today, rediscovering this practice is a spiritual act of rebellion. It's remembering that within each inhale and exhale lies unlimited potential. Each conscious breath is a silent declaration of inner freedom, a reaffirmation that true power doesn't reside in what we own, but in how we manage our vital energy. Until now, we've seen that conscious breathing has been recognized by ancient traditions as a gateway to expanded life. But what exactly happens in the body, the mind, and the energy field when we breathe consciously, slowly, and deeply? What is the real mechanism behind this seemingly simple act? To understand it, imagine your body as a vast power station. In this image, breathing is the master generator that fuels every system, every cell, and every thought. When we breathe shallowly and rapidly, as most people do, our power station runs at half capacity. Our systems don't receive enough oxygen or energy. Toxins are not efficiently eliminated, and the mind remains cloudy and erratic. But when we breathe deeply, something extraordinary happens. We activate the vagus nerve, a powerful structure that connects the brain with the most vital organs, the heart, lungs, stomach, and intestines. This nerve is part of the parasympathetic nervous system, known as the rest and digest mode, responsible for healing, digestion, balance, and repair. Through conscious breathing, we activate the vagus nerve, lower our heart rate, reduce cortisol, the stress hormone, and release acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that induces calm, mental clarity, and emotional balance. But beyond these physiological effects, what sages knew, and science is only beginning to confirm, is that by activating the vagus nerve, we also open subtle energy channels. Taoists called it opening the central channel. Yogi spoke of activating the Sushumna, the channel through which Kundalini energy rises. To this, we add the forgotten role of carbon dioxide. We were taught to fear it, to see it as a toxic waste. But in reality, a balanced level of CO2 is essential for oxygen to be properly released into the cells. When we breathe too fast and expel too much CO2, our cells become under-oxygenated, weakening our overall vitality. That's why techniques like 4 to 7 and 8 breathing, inhaling for 4 seconds, holding for 7, exhaling for 8, naturally preserve CO2 levels, enabling more efficient gas exchange and inducing a state of deep calm. From an energetic perspective, the gentle retention of breath, kumbhaka, creates an internal pressure that drives vital energy up the spine, nourishing the endocrine glands, pineal, pituitary, thyroid, activating intuition, and rejuvenating the organs. Let's summarize what happens in each cycle of conscious breathing. 1. Deep inhale expands the lungs, massages the heart, opens chest meridians. 2. Brief retention increases CO2, enhances oxygen absorption, raises energy to higher centers. 3. Long exhale activates the vagus nerve, induces deep relaxation, releases tension. 4. Pause at the end of the exhale creates a fertile void where the mind enters expansive stillness. This flow doesn't just regulate biological functions, it harmonizes vital energy. Prana or chi unblocks energy centers, chakras or dantians, and strengthens the auric field, increasing resilience, personal magnetism, and subtle perception. What's most fascinating is that all of this happens without the need for external substances, expensive devices, or complex rituals. Just you, your body, and your breath. You are the technology. Now that you've understood the essential mechanics of conscious breathing and its profound impact on your energetic and biological systems, it's time to dive into the nuances that separate the casual practitioner from the true breath alchemist. Because as the Taoist sages taught, it is not enough to know the river. One must learn to navigate its invisible currents. The first key nuance is the quality of intention. When you perform any breathing technique, the state of your mind and emotions infuses the energy you generate. If you practice with haste, anxiety, or impatience, that vibration leaks into your energetic field, limiting the benefits. The ancient masters emphasized cultivating reverence, gratitude, and serenity before beginning any breath work. Before you start, sit or stand still and bring your awareness to your heart. Pause and internally set a high intention. May this breath harmonize me, revitalize me, and connect me with the purest part of my being. Intention aligns mind, body, and energy, exponentially enhancing the effects of the practice. The second nuance, gradual progress. One reason these techniques were hidden or taught only to initiates is that excess energy, if poorly managed, can cause imbalance. People with a weakened nervous system or strong emotional blockages may experience dizziness, heart palpitations, anxiety, or even disturbing dreams if they force the practice. That's why the rule is a little but consistent. Start with 3 to 5 minutes a day and gradually increase. Pay close attention to your body's signals. If you feel energized, centered, and calm, you're on the right track. If discomfort appears, reduce intensity and duration. The third nuance, body alignment. Imagine your spine as a cosmic antenna. If it's slouched or collapsed, energy flow is interrupted. During practice, keep your spine upright, chin slightly tucked, aligning the spinal cord with the crown, pointing gently upward. This posture opens the central channel, facilitates chi flow, and optimizes the effect of each breath. The fourth essential aspect is grounding. While raising your energy with breath, you must simultaneously stay firmly connected to the earth. Visualize light roots extending from the base of your spine and the soles of your feet, down into the core of the earth. This visualization balances the upward flow with a grounding downward anchor, preventing energy dispersal or disconnection. Finally, integration into daily life. The goal is not to turn conscious breathing into an isolated or occasional practice. True mastery happens when your breath, awareness is interwoven into every moment of your day. While walking, talking, working, even resting, conscious breathing is the invisible thread that links each experience to full presence. The Taoists used to say, the sage breathes from the heels, while the common person only fills the chest. This means that deep, silent, and steady breathing is a sign of energetic mastery and longevity. To summarize the core principles of this stage: 1. Elevated intention. 2. Gradual progression. 3. Posture and alignment. 4. Firm grounding. 5. Daily integration. Whoever honors these 5 pillars not only experiences vitality and clarity, but enters into resonance with the cosmic breath of the universe itself, aligning with the natural rhythms that sustain all life. To know a secret is a privilege, but to live it is an act of mastery. Now that you understand the foundations and subtleties of conscious breathing, the next step is to incorporate this ancient art into your daily life in a natural, fluid, and consistent way, because wisdom is not found in isolated technique, but in how we transform each moment into a sacred act of presence and energy. Here are 7 practical keys designed to help you cultivate this inner power simply, consistently, and effectively. 1. Morning grounding ritual. As soon as you wake up, before checking your phone or rushing into the day, sit at the edge of your bed or in a quiet spot. Close your eyes, place your hands on your lower abdomen, and take 10 deep, slow breaths. Visualize yourself inhaling clean, radiant energy and exhaling tension and heaviness. This simple act anchors your energy, clears your mind, and sets a harmonious tone for your day. 2. Transition breath. Between major activities, before a meeting, arriving home, or before a meaningful conversation, pause for 2 minutes. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 7 seconds. Exhale for 8 seconds. Repeat 5 times. This resets your nervous system and prevents stress from carrying over into the next moment. 3. Walking breath awareness. While walking, to work, the store, or during a stroll, sync your breath with your steps. 4 steps as you inhale, 4 steps as you exhale. This habit calms the mind, strengthens the body, and turns each walk into an active meditation. So inner smile breathing. Every time you inhale, form a subtle internal smile, even if it's not visible outwardly. This smile generates a vibration of gratitude and serenity that instantly elevates your frequency. 5. Nightly cleansing breath. Before bed, lie on your back, close your eyes, and breathe deeply and softly. Visualize each exhale releasing the stress and emotions of the day. This clears your energy field, calms your nervous system and prepares you for restorative sleep. 6. Conscious reminders. Place small visual cues, a special stone, a note or symbol on your desk, mirror or car dashboard. Every time you see them, take 3 conscious breaths. This anchoring keeps the practice alive in even the most chaotic moments. 7. Breath journal. At the end of the day, write in a notebook, how many times did I breathe consciously today? How did I feel afterward? What changes did I notice in my energy and emotions? This reflection strengthens awareness, builds habit, and tracks your evolution. By applying these 7 keys, you'll cultivate an increasingly strong, serene, and resilient energy field. With time, you'll notice greater mental clarity, emotional balance, improved health, and a deep connection with life itself. We've walked a path, not only toward intellectual understanding, but toward a reconnection with the very source of life pulsing within us. What has been revealed is not simply a breathing technique. It is a portal to inner mastery, a key to a forgotten power residing in the depths of your being. Across civilizations, sages knew that breath is not just air, but prana, chi, spirit, the cosmic energy that nourishes all forms of life. They taught that whoever masters their breath masters their mind, and whoever masters their mind governs their destiny. Today, you've remembered that truth. We've seen how conscious breathing activates the vagus nerve, balances the nervous system, raises vital energy, and awakens higher perception. We've explored how the combination of intention, posture, rhythm, and consistency turns every inhale and exhale into an alchemical act. Above all, we've realized that true power is not found outside of us, but in how we manage our inner energy. Moment by moment, modern life has tried to disconnect us from this wisdom. We were taught to breathe shallowly, live in haste, and seek outside the solutions that only exist within. But today, with each conscious breath, you rebel against that forgetting. Today, you reclaim your energetic sovereignty. But don't stop here. What you've learned is only the threshold of a much vaster path. Breath is the foundation upon which you can build a life of vibrant health, clear mind, balanced emotions, and expanded spirit. Each day is a new opportunity to refine your mastery, fine-tune your energy, and transform your reality from the inside out. If this knowledge has resonated with you, if you've felt the call to reconnect with your inner power, share this wisdom, spread this energy, and help others remember this path to total harmony. Subscribe to this channel, click the bell, and like this video so we can continue to explore the teachings that have guided seekers of balance, longevity, and transcendent truth for millennia. This path doesn't end here. Each conscious breath is one more step toward your full awakening. May deep peace, luminous clarity, and radiant vitality accompany you with every inhale and exhale.